Right. Right.
I thought for sure
Right.
it was China.
Right. Right. It's Lita's fault. Right? Yeah. See, I don't hear anything.
Sorry.
But then it's like, no, no, but
Oh,
I saw it coming through on yours. Right. Right. Sure you did.
I did.
Lord thundering
Sorry.
Jesus by. That didn't really sound like a good sorry. Right? That kind of sounded more like a sorry.
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 No, that's
Sorry, mate.
no, it's got to be
Sorry,
sorry.
mate.
Sorry.
Sorry.
That's better.
Sorry.
That's better.
Sorry.
Jeebus. Okay, so now that we've killed lots of time,
Okay.
freaking hell. We are live recording what episode 91. Even though Lita tried to sabotage the show. Come
Uh,
join us because it's going to be a doozy. It
what?
has already started out on a great
Sorry.
note.
Oh my
Love,
god.
love, Stonegrasp. Uh,
Oh, jeez.
Azeroth. Yeah, yeah, yeah. It's gonna be one of those. Oh shit. Well, all right.
It's
Well,
what?
nothing. Hold on, I screwed it up. Now I screwed it up. See what you did? Jesus. You see what you did?
It's all my fault.
It is, absolutely. 100%. There.
Of course.
Here we go.
Um, God.
And here we go. Again. Okay.
Again.
Yep. Again, because it's not the first time. It won't be the last either.
No.
Guarantee. I can guarantee. I would bet a lot of money that it's not our last time. Okay. All right. Let's start recording. There we go. Recording has started. At least that's going.
Yay.
Okay. Okay.
Leila!
Hey, Layla. Are you ready? Ready? Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Ready.
Okay. I'm gonna mute you, and then we'll go.
You are listening to Adventures in Azeroth, and here are your hosts, Stone and Lita.
Hello, and welcome to the Adventures in Azeroth. This is episode 91. I am your host, Lita, and joining me is my co host, Stone, who is very long suffering. And thank you, my friend. How are you?
I'm good.
Okay,
I'm better now.
excellent. Okay, all right. Well, I like to keep
Hmm.
you on your toes,
Right.
apparently.
Right.
I'm sorry.
Uh-huh.
Sorry.
Sure.
Anyway, how are you doing?
I'm doing
How
well.
you doing?
Uh, you know, that's like a pickup line kind of deal, right? Like,
I
no.
know. I
I'm
know.
doing I'm doing I'm doing well. How are you doing?
Funny. Good. I was going to say hello, chat room, and
Hello.
welcome to. We have got people. But it is that time again. So
Yeah.
let's do a
You want me to
show so
just
I don't.
so you
What?
don't what? Let's do a
so
show
I
so you
don't.
don't what?
So I don't give Stone a migraine. That would be
Uh,
the best way to do it. Yeah.
I think the correct word is aneurysm. aneurysm.
Sorry.
Right.
Anyway, we've got lots to discuss in our time.
Jeebus.
So let's start off.
World of Warcraft
Get to it,
news. All right, so
Yes.
8.3 is on the PTR, which is like
Mm-hmm.
puts a lot of pressure on my raid group because we're freaking out because we're only, I want to say 5 out of 8 on heroic. We are not a mythic guild for sure,
Mm-hmm.
so we only do up to heroic. So we have 3 bosses
Yep.
left, but our team is in a bit of flux right now. So we're hoping after BlizzCon happens, we can get people back and doing things, and we can hopefully get it done. The estimate from what I've heard is people are expecting the patch to go out early mid December, and then
Mm-hmm.
the next raid will open up in the new year. So I mean, we still have some time, but Christmas is coming, and people are going to be
Mm-hmm.
away and all that. So we don't actually have a lot of time. So
Yeah.
getting a little nervous. So
Mm.
it is on the PTR. So now there's like new corruption items, like it's corruption forging or something. I'm not 100% sure on
Okay.
it because I don't go on the PTR, but from what I saw on
Mm.
Twitter, so I gotta take that with a grain of salt. But I did see some screenshots and stuff.
Mm.
I've heard and seen that some of the negative stuff about the corruption grossly
Yeah.
outweighs the positives. So, for instance, I'm just going to throw out some
Okay.
numbers that might not be real. Hey, you're
Mm-hmm.
gonna if you equip this piece of gear, you'll get like 2% increased haste. Great.
Yeah.
However, on the same piece of gear, if you drop below a certain percentage in health, you're gonna do an AoE taunt on every mob within X amount of yards.
Mm.
Can you imagine doing a raid where you have this piece of gear on and you taunt everything, including the boss and the ads and all this stuff?
Mm.
That would basically
Mm.
wipe your raid. So it's
Yeah.
so I think from what I understand, there's supposed to be like there should be more tweaking, and I kind of
Okay.
get that they want to do this whole we're going to give you some, but there's negatives too. So it's a decision. Like, do you really want to do this? Do you think you can deal with the bad for the good? Right.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
I think the decision point is good. I think just the numbers got to be tweaked. I think I saw,
Mm-hmm.
I think I saw a paladin tank posted up a screenshot of the cooldown of Shield of the Righteous was on a 23-day cooldown
What?
because of
What?
the stuff. Yeah. So yeah. So I think
Wow.
things need to be tweaked, but it's not. I like that
Mm.
there's some choice, right?
Okay.
And on the
Mm-hmm.
PTRs also is the new auction house stuff. So you
Mm.
know how they update it. So you know how they made it. So if you post one of something that should be probably posted in bigger amounts, you have to pay a
Mm-hmm.
larger amount. Well, that's going to go away. It's all going to group it up and all that stuff. So
Okay.
if you want to post 1 or 2 or 3, fine, you can. And
Mm.
me as a buyer, I can go in, and if I only want to buy 30 of a bunch of 200, I can.
Mm-hmm.
I do not have to buy the full amount.
Okay.
I can only buy what I
Oh.
want, which is I like it.
Okay.
So get her done. Yeah, I'm looking forward to it.
Good.
8.3, we're
Okay.
supposed to be getting allied races in Volpira and the Mecha
Mm.
Gnomes. However, that's not the part that excites me.
Okay.
I'm gonna lean in here for dramatic effect.
Okay.
Uh, just think of Dark Iron Dwarf, Death Knights.
What?
Yep. So
They're
the
coming.
allied races are going to be able
Wow.
to play Death Knights. Now, I think
Okay.
I think some races,
Cool.
lore wise, well, it depends on how they handle the lore. I think some races, yes, some races, no.
Mm-hmm.
However, because we have a new expansion coming up that
Yep.
like I feel likely involves the dead and all that stuff.
Yeah.
And I feel like then, okay, sure, it makes sense because all the allied races are now here in the game, and it just depends on what they're going to do, right? Because we don't
Mm.
because we don't because we don't really know, and that's also
Yeah.
assuming that there's going to be like a Death Knight kind of themed um,
Mm.
9.0. But I get to make my main. I am saving the gold up, and I'm gonna do a race change right away because my dwarf was always
Nice.
that race. It's just I couldn't
Yeah.
do it, so I made him have like a red beard and all that. Like he was a fiery guy, just I never was able to, and now I can. So
Yeah.
I'm very excited for it. Very,
Yay!
very, very excited.
That's exciting.
I think that was it for 8.3 that jumped out at me. I'm sure that there's other stuff, about. Isn't there like a pet battle dungeon too? Maybe. I think another
Don't
one
know. Haven't even looked it up.
because I know that there's Strathholm is out now. Like it came out. I don't know
Mm.
8.2, but I think they're adding
Yeah, I
another
haven't done
one.
a pet
Not sure.
battle dungeon for ages. So
Um,
yeah.
but besides that, I think that's it.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yeah, yeah. Um, so now there's
Mm.
also this cool thing called
This
BlizzCon
other
coming
thing.
up. Yeah.
Mm.
So
That's
BlizzCon's
it.
happening.
6 days.
Oh man, so at this time next week,
Mm.
it's 11 o'clock or a little bit after 11 o'clock my time, so it'll be 8 o'clock.
Yep.
Okay, it'll be 8 o'clock local at BlizzCon.
Mm.
Oh boy, I'm likely
Okay.
going to be eating dinner. So, but then after, maybe, probably not. I don't really have a lot of cash to
Please,
spend on it, so.
please don't wipe yourself out.
I'm going to be going on a shoestring, so I was, anyway.
Yep.
So, but there's for people that are going early, I know people are already flying out there. I'm like, wow.
Mm.
Uh,
Yep.
I usually go the Monday to Monday. I feel like
Mm-hmm.
that's usually the best for me because it ramps up and then gives us a day to kind of relax a bit and then go back home the next
Mm.
day. Um,
Yep.
However, if you're there early, there's a few events that I feel are important.
Mm-hmm.
DitchCon on the Wednesday,
Yes.
October the 30th. I believe she's doing
Mm-hmm.
a villains ball. Bell's doing a villains
Mm-hmm.
ball. So Bell from
Villains. Yep.
Pwnecast. So it's could
Mm-hmm.
be any villain, not necessarily World of Warcraft or Blizzard. Could be any
Yeah.
kind, right? So
Any villain.
um,
Yeah.
so that's gonna be cool. I wish I could go and see that, but I'm only.
Yeah.
Anyways, I'll talk about it after. So and
Mm.
combo for the uh, dorm will be on Halloween this year, so October 31st.
Mm-hmm.
And
Yep.
at the same time as that, it will be World of Podcasts on. I think it's also in. I think it's like Hall A, right? Room A because they're on the second
Think
floor,
so.
and they have
Yep.
room DCBA or ABCD, right? So you can work from the
Yep.
bottom up or work from the top down.
Yep.
So uh, it's gonna be interesting having like I wonder how they're gonna deal with the sound because it's gonna get noisy in there. Like it's for
Yeah.
sure gonna get noisy, but I've never seen the whole
Mm.
thing be open. So I wonder if they're gonna have the like some of the barrier up a little bit to kind of protect from the noise from everyone else. I'll have to
Yeah.
ask Seraphis about it. Um,
Yep.
you can work from the bottom up. Yes, Layla. Yeah. I
Thanks,
mean,
Layla.
I mean, pretty much.
Uh,
And then there's BlizzCon itself, Friday, November the
mm-hmm.
1st and Saturday, November the 2nd.
Yep.
still only 2 days. I kind of, there's been that request to make it 3, but
Mm.
I don't, I mean, I guess, if it's 3 days, it puts more pressure on them to deliver more content, I feel, or
Mm.
maybe not have the content from the Friday and Saturday extend so long into the night, right? Or into the day or
Mm.
night, right? Or evening.
Yeah, because they have got stuff going on outside of that, haven't they? They've got a.
It's more
Or did you have to pay extra to get
tournament
that?
stuff. Well, there is. Blizzard is hosting a thing on Thursday night, actually. If
Mm.
you bought a Portal Pass, they're doing a Dark Moon Fair
Yes,
party or something.
that's right.
And
Mm.
honestly, I I don't know why Blizzard did that, because I don't know if I necessarily want them to go and formally support a public party, right? But they
Mm.
must know that there's public parties out there, and
Mm.
why would, like, it just I just, like, we've gone from years of, hey, you can go to this party or this party, and sometimes you can go between the two, but at
Mm.
this BlizzCon for Thursday, you're not going to be able to go between the two, because you got to go through the gates and you have to get checked every time, right? So pretty
Yeah.
much when you go into BlizzCon to go to this thing, you're not coming back out until you're done.
Mm.
So it's kind of you got to go to this or go outside, and
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't know. I think the Thursday
Mm.
night is also the charity dinner, right? So that kind of competes as well. Um,
Yeah, because remember when Boz went to that last year, we were heading to Calm Before the Storm.
hold on a second. You have to talk.
I have to talk for something. Okay. All right, I'll talk. Do. Yeah. So last year, I know when we did the BlizzCon that Stone and I rocked up at, it was the dinner. Pretty sure was that night of the con because we met up with Boz. So that was kind of cool.
Yeah, it was on the
Um,
Thursday night, right? Yeah.
yeah. So that was good. So when do you actually fly in?
Friday I land
Friday.
at
Okay.
11 a.m.
Okay.
So I'm missing.
Okay.
I'm like, when I land, the opening stuff should be in progress.
Okay.
So as soon as I land, I'm going to be going on to Wi-Fi on the hotel or on the airport Wi-Fi as soon as I can,
Mm.
just to see
Yeah.
what's going to be announced, right? So,
Mm.
um,
Okay.
yeah, I'm. What else was there? This year, I think there was something a little bit different. They're doing wristbands this year.
Yeah. Yeah. I heard that.
They are going to give you
So
badges, but you do not need the
mm.
badge to get in. You need the wristband.
Wristband. Yep. I think that's probably more practical.
If you need
So
a accessibility tag, you do have to bring your
mm.
badge. You still need
Yep.
the badge, and they will put the tag on it. And like last year,
Okay.
you are allowed to have one friend or
Mm-hmm.
caregiver or whichever
Yep.
marked with the same tag, and they are a companion, but you're only allowed one.
Mm-hmm.
So I think that's fair, because
Well,
not
that's fair.
last year
Mm.
or the year before. I think the one before that, I noticed. Well, I think a lot of people complained about it, was that you'd have one person with the tag, but they'd save all of the seats, like all the seats that
Oh.
are reserved
Okay.
for everyone else too.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Um, and it's like, well, I get that you want to be with your friends, like all your friends, but when other
Mm.
people need those seats and they have the tag,
Mm.
you kind of took it away, right? So,
But we
um,
couldn't do that last year, and that was, it wasn't a problem.
yeah,
Like you and Kerry went and
yeah,
sat
yeah.
in
Carrie was
this,
marked as
that. Yeah.
my companion, because, well,
Yeah.
she is, because she's gonna take care of me when I fall down and break my
Mm.
face and poop my pants, right? So
Don't
uh,
try and break your face.
it can't get any
But yeah.
worse than this, right? So, uh,
Sure.
you know, it would have been nice to have you up there, but then I also know that, you know, having more companions that are not
Mm.
disabled does
Yeah.
take away from having seats
Well, it's
for
not fair
disabled.
because
Right.
that's right. So it's,
So I,
it wasn't a problem. I think I
oh,
found a seat one time and otherwise I stood up.
oh really?
So it
Uh,
was, yeah, I think it was first the first one. I
hmm,
couldn't get a seat, so I went over.
okay,
Was maybe the opening ceremony? I went and stood over on the wall, so that was fine. It was the
okay,
second one when we went to the Warcraft panel
right.
because I think I was about
You
10
were,
rows back
yeah,
from you.
yeah,
Hmm.
yeah.
And when Metzen came out, and I
You
think
were
you
gonna
just
jump
turned
him.
around and looked at me. I was like,
Yeah.
you're like going, so
Don't
yeah,
go up there.
don't make an
Do not
embarrassment later.
jump him.
Do not.
Do not jump him.
Yeah. So that's understandable. But
So,
that'll be good. So fly in Friday and fly out what Monday.
yep. I'll talk about it
Hmm,
after in
okay.
my thing.
Okay.
Do you want to go into predictions? Like I've written mine down. I see that you did not write yours down. Wow. Okay. Wow. Diablo.
Yeah. Yeah.
Honestly, I think Diablo 4 there has to be a Diablo 4 announcement of some kind. I don't believe there's going to be
Yeah.
a demo, and I think it's just going to be a teaser, like a video of oh, blah, 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 now you got to fight with this and hey, it's coming out like next
Okay.
year or something. But I don't think there's going to be
Yeah.
anything that you can play. There's
Mm.
apparently a Diablo 1, 2, and 3 available in the arcade, so
Mm.
I feel like that means that they're going to be remastering Diablo 1, 2, 3, which I don't know if you really need to
Could
remaster
be.
3 because 3 works
Mm.
on modern computers, so it's fine. So I don't
Yeah.
really know what they would remaster there, but Diablo
Maybe they're
1
just doing.
is kind of maybe 2 I could see
Mm.
because that prevents some looting bugs that were happening in 1. Uh,
Oh, okay. Right.
Yeah, I remember like you could dupe create potions and stuff. It's crazy, like a lot
Oh,
and items and stuff
gotcha.
too.
Yeah.
So do you have any predictions for Diablo, or do you care, or because you don't really play, right? Okay, right, okay.
No,
So
I figured there'll be something. I figured there'll be something,
yeah,
but as to
yeah,
what it is,
yeah.
my interest is about there.
Well,
So, because it's not my game. So,
okay.
yeah.
Um, uh, StarCraft. I don't think that's going to be in anything new either. But they'll have number one. But apparently number 1 and number 2 are available in the arcade as well. There's a
Mm,
rumor
okay.
going around, and I don't remember who I heard this from, but it's like a podcaster rumor that Ghost is being resurrected. Ghost was like a first-person shooter set in
Yeah.
that kind of theme, and
Yeah.
it got canned. This was,
Okay.
I think this was a good 10 years ago or so. And it
Mm-hmm.
didn't, and they began to work on it and it didn't go well. So they did not release it. So it was one
Okay.
of these games that they worked on. They're like, no,
Yeah.
just no. And it was supposed to be a first person shooter kind of deal because they didn't have one yet. So,
Mm-hmm.
uh, but
I
now
remember it. Yeah.
so the
Vaguely
rumor
remember.
is that Ghost is coming back, but I personally
Okay.
don't think so. Um,
Hmm.
do you have any opinions on StarCraft? Any predictions on StarCraft? No.
No, because again, I can't play StarCraft. Like it's just I tried.
Like I played number 1.
No.
I I I chose not to play number 2 because I felt
Mm-hmm.
like I didn't want to spend the money because I'm playing World of Warcraft. And I feel like
Yeah.
I would have spent the money on that game and then I wouldn't play it as much, and then I'm like, well, I just wasted
Yeah.
money, and it just sits there and does nothing, right?
Oh, I
I
think I've
don't like
got
doing that.
to. I just
Oh,
don't.
really?
I don't play it.
Well,
Yeah.
2 is free to play. 2 and I think the first
Is it two or
expansion.
one?
No. 2
maybe.
and the first expansion are free to play.
Yeah.
The
Okay.
next 2 expansions for number 2 are you have to pay for, I think, because I think they have 3
Okay.
expansions. I think.
Mm.
They do have
I think I
a
got it.
remaster for the first game, which I did not buy because I'm like, I feel like I shouldn't have to buy it again because I already own the first game and it actually shows up in my Blizzard account list. I should not have to
Mm.
buy the
Mm.
remaster. Yes, they did. Yes, they
Okay.
did work to make it look good on widescreen, but come on.
Yeah.
I bought the game already.
Widescreen's good.
Anyways,
Widescreen's good.
okay. Heroes. Are they gonna add a new hero? Maybe. I don't know. Nothing much. This is a game I don't.
Mm.
I do not touch this game. I've played it.
I haven't played for ages.
The last time I played this was to get the mount for World of Warcraft. That's it.
Yeah. Oh, which one was that?
There's like a fiery.
The shiny.
No, there's like a fiery panther mount or something like that, or I don't know. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
No, maybe it was like a purpley
Deathwing.
mount. I think it was a
Leila
purpley
says
mount.
Deathwing is the
So
new
Layla
hero.
thinks that Deathwing is the new hero for HOTS, but that's already been announced. Yeah, I think I did see something, but that's
Okay.
if it's already been announced, then
That's
it's
kind
not
of
a
cool.
BlizzCon thing. So are
Mm.
they gonna announce anything at BlizzCon? I don't know. I don't.
Wonder if they
This is
do like a
this is like a
mobile
game
version or
for
something.
you where I don't have the interest in it, so I don't go kind
Mm.
of dig in and chase it down. So
Mm.
you're like I would defer to other people that play it more than I do because I don't.
Yeah,
I mean, it's
I haven't played it
been
for
over
ages,
a
so.
year for sure at least.
Mm.
Um,
Yeah.
so Hearth Stone. They're probably gonna have new card deck or new cards. This is a game.
Mm.
Again, I don't play this enough or at all to make a good guess. There's like for
Yeah.
me, I always feel like there's way too many decks and cards coming out too quickly for me to keep up with. It,
Well,
you
hasn't there
know,
been like 2 new sets
there
of
should have been. Well, they're
expansions or
supposed to be doing
stuff
two.
like
Yeah, they're
this year?
supposed to be doing 2 or 3 per year.
Mm.
So
Yeah.
the one that just came out, I thought it came out like a month ago, maybe a month and a half ago. So are they
Yeah,
ready
like
to
not
announce
long ago.
something new? I don't think so. But there
Mm.
is a area on the floor plan specifically for this game. So to me, I feel like that means
Okay.
that they're going to be doing something bigger than the other games. So that's why I think, well, maybe it's going to be a new
Mm.
bunch of new cards, or maybe it's like a different deck, or I don't know, whatever.
Yeah.
I mean,
Mm.
if this was my main game, I
Mm.
think the cards coming out as quickly as they were is probably good. But as somebody
Mm.
that's like a noob or
Yeah.
that doesn't know anything about this game at all, to me it feels like a big hill to climb in order to start to learn it and really play it. So,
Mm.
opinions on Hearthstone for you? Anything?
Well, again, I don't know because it feels like they've already had quite a bit of stuff out. So, what else are they gonna do? Maybe bring out, I don't know, honestly, but I haven't played it for ages either. So, because normally I'm like, well, let's go play WoW.
The only time I play it is when I sometimes sit in the waiting room waiting for my car's oil change to be done. And
Oh,
I
okay.
get bored
Mm.
surfing on Twitter and all that because, sometimes Twitter
Yeah.
is, it's Twitter, right? So I'm like,
Yeah.
ugh, I don't want to deal with this stuff. So let's go install Hearth. Don't. And
Mm.
and that day I will remove it because I know I'm not going to be playing it for a while. So there's no point
Yeah.
keeping the app on my phone. Um, okay, so Overwatch.
Mm-hmm.
I definitely feel like there's going to be a PVE mode. Like 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 this game
Uh-huh.
is supposed to
Okay.
be player versus player right now, right? So but they are 100% coming out with a PVE mode. They are not coming out with an Overwatch 2. That is my opinion. I don't believe that they're going to come out with a
Okay.
completely different game, like a separate game. I think it's going to be built into the current game. Honestly, because I feel like Overwatch League is based on this game. They want people playing this game,
Mm.
and I kind of feel like maybe they want their like this is aimed at people that want to do player versus player. But if you want to expand the amount of
Mm. Mm.
players that could possibly play PvP, why don't you add
Mm.
a PvE mode to kind of get them hooked in a little bit? Maybe some of them will start going into teams, maybe. So it would be a good way to
Mm.
bring people in. They could
Yeah.
possibly sell uh, DLC stuff where you can download different missions and stuff. It's possible,
Yeah.
but
That sounds good.
I do not believe they're coming out with a different Overwatch 2 game. It's going to be built
Mm-hmm.
into the current game.
Mm-hmm.
And again, on the floor plan at Blizzard, there is stuff dedicated to Overwatch.
Okay.
So
Gotcha.
they're not just going to come out with a
Mm.
hero.
Something. Yeah.
It's substantial. Like it's bigger than just
Mm.
adding another person. So,
Yeah.
um,
Okay. Hmm.
do you have an opinion about Overwatch? Because I know that you don't really play it. Like, doesn't it make you a little ill, right? Because of the motion.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's one of those that I really struggle to play. I quite enjoy it. I suck at it so badly, but
Ah, it's like me
I
too.
just, 20, 30 minutes and I'm kind of done because
Really.
otherwise it'll throw my vertigo into, yeah,
Vertigo.
it's not
Everything.
vertigo. Yeah. Yeah. So I normally don't, but I've always struggled with like just understanding the team thing. So a PvE mode might be maybe a gentler experience for me.
It should be because
Mm.
like
Yeah.
my biggest pet peeve with it is when you join a team, to me, I
Mm.
feel like I need to listen to my team. So I need to
Yeah.
enable the comms so that doing, I am not the one dragging everyone down by not listening. Okay.
Mm. Yeah.
However,
Hmm.
your team, you can't really control your team and who says what. And
Mm.
man, and you can report people, sure.
Mm.
But when you report over and over and over again, like not necessarily the same person, but the same
Mm.
stuff over and it's
Yeah.
just the same crap, and it wears
Mm.
at you. I would love a PvE mode so I can go play and just, what, I want to kill some stuff. I want to learn how to play some of these players and actually go through like some kind of mission, not just
See if they
sit
did a
around
P.
and shoot
Yeah.
and shoot at robots. Big
Because
whoop.
they don't have like
Well,
dailies within, do they? They're just
no,
missions, aren't
but they have the PvE mode sort of missions where you're on a team of like three or
they?
four
Yeah.
and you go fight the computer. I think they're
Hmm.
going to be doing more of that, but solo. So I
Yeah.
just, it's
So that'd be kind
anyways.
of cool. Like
So
like dailies for it would be, once you get to a certain point, and
well,
then
they do kind of
allow.
have. It's not dailies; it's more
Mm.
weekly. So if you complete nine,
Okay.
so if you win nine arcade matches, and they could be any kind,
Yeah.
you'll get three loot boxes, and then it
Okay.
resets every week, right?
Oh, if a weekly would
So
be okay. Like, yeah, more weeklies. Sounds interesting. I guess we'll wait
um,
and see. Hmm.
so the here's our bread and butter, right?
Mhm.
is World of Warcraft. So
Mhm.
so you've seen what I've written down, right? Have you read what
Mhm.
I've written down? Do you
Oh,
have?
I haven't. I see
Oh, you've
words.
not. Okay. Do you want to?
No, I
Okay.
haven't really read anything.
Okay. So do you want me to go, or do you have your? Do you want to say your stuff first, or what? Or
No,
do you
no, no.
want to just
You
go?
go,
Oh,
because
okay.
because
All right.
because there's a couple things I can say, but yeah, it's okay.
Oh,
I've your
what?
thoughts are quite confound. I've got no. I just got a couple points I'm going to make at the end. So
Wow.
over to you. Go for it. Go for it.
Okay. Uh, now I'm curious. Now I just want to get through this really quickly and hear what you got to say. So, so what do you think about that?
No, start.
Okay,
Go.
so I mean, 100% they're going to announce a new expansion. It's just,
Yes, agreed.
it's just, yeah. I feel 100% they are going to be announcing a Scourge or like dead expansion of some kind, where we're dealing with Sylvanus, and then something else maybe near the end, sort of, where if you think of how Warlords was set up, where they did that on purpose to say, oh, the big bad guy. Oh, we're not the big bad guy, but now Dan has left,
Mm,
and now the whole expansion is we kind of chased him, right?
yeah.
To stop him from doing what he was going to do uh in 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 Legion, and then halfway through when we killed him,
Mm,
then it went off to deal with the rest. So that's what I kind of feel like is going to happen here. I feel like I don't know if we're necessarily going to kill Sylvanas. I think we're going to deal with her one way or another, and then at the end of that, we're going to deal with whatever came about from that. So that's just what I think that the expansion will be. So I guess I don't know if that's
right.
really a I think some of what I said can't really be verified true or false at BlizzCon, because
Mm-hmm.
it's the whole expansion and we're not going to know that. We're just going to get a teaser, right? But I think
Mm,
that teaser will be, we are dealing with her. Like, we are going to chase her, because now that we've dealt with stuff here and dealt with what's his face there, tentacle boy, um uh
tickle boy.
and Soft, okay?
And
Now we're
yeah.
going to kind of join forces and deal with her, because she's pissed off, and she's going to do what
Mm,
she's going to do, right?
yeah.
Opinions there, or no? You just want me to keep going and then you'll butt in,
No, no,
or
no,
what?
no, 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 no. I'll chime in here because
Oh, okay, okay.
I, I don't, I, I don't think. I still think we're going to be playing with the whole Azeroth is dying,
Sure,
and it'll
sure.
be more focused on whether I don't know whether it's going to be up. We have to go forging, looking for a new world, maybe because Azeroth, like everything that's happened, there could be an issue. So maybe we start to go out and look for another place.
What if we
I
go
don't know.
back to
I just thought
Argus?
who wants to go back to Argus? No.
Well, we
It's
could
all
repair it.
green.
We could repair it, and we can fix it.
I don't know.
Well,
But I just think there's gonna be a huge Azeroth, Azeroth as a world as
right.
such is going to, is still dying. Like we haven't fixed Azeroth. So
Correct, correct.
we're not going to have Azeroth fixed by the time the next expansion's ready to hit. I
Okay.
don't think so, but who knows? So it'll be interesting to see. Maybe it's a combination of like both
Make it better than it
Azeroth is
was.
dying, undead.
Well, no, honestly, I think that that there can be a combination of both. So I think we can both be
Mm.
correct. It just kind of made me think of what happens when Azeroth is born. What if we force her to be born? What happens to the planet? Right? So if we go look at our
Mm.
if we go look at our if we go look at her guess, he
Yeah.
wasn't really born, was he? It was just his spirit that we were fighting at the end. Like I don't know, right? Like I don't know
Yeah.
if the
I
because
don't
we
know.
kind of know that the
Never fought
planet
him.
is sort of like this egg, and
Yeah.
the Titan is inside it. So when the
Yeah.
uh, so when the Titan is born, does it break the egg and oh well, the rest of the planet and people on it are dead? But when you look at when you look at her Arcus, um, did that really happen though? Did we beat him physically? Like was he born and then that kind of thing, or were we just fighting the spirit and that's why the planet was still kind of in one piece, right? So
Right.
if it's a physical thing and Azeroth is just going to be like, "Hey, I've been born, but don't worry about the planet, it's all good. It's just I'm going to peace out or something." Or maybe we help her, maybe wow, maybe okay, we're going down a rabbit hole, but maybe we shouldn't. I was just gonna say maybe the next few expansions where our job is to raise her, right? Right, like
Well,
so
we
that
know that
she's
they plan years in advance.
absolutely
So
sure,
we are well
sure,
aware that whatever they're going to give us, they've already got the next expansion and probably the next expansion
yeah.
like
Well,
already sorted.
they
What's going
said
to be
that they wanted to have each
coming?
one would lead into the other, and that's why I was
Mm,
saying that Sylvanas is going to be a thing because she did kind of take off in the same way that
mm.
Gul'dan didn't get didn't flee. He was thrown into the freaking thing, right? Saying you go, and he was like, he went to
He's
our
not
universe.
that bad.
Oh no, he he is terrible. I'm really sad that they killed him, but I just because
I know, me
he was
too.
a good bad guy.
He was
Anyways,
a
but
really good
yeah,
bad
I
guy.
think you know what I think we can both be right on that. I think this expansion
Mm,
could be about both because I see that
yeah.
dealing with the raid
Mm,
at the end of this expansion, at this raid
yeah.
that's coming out in 8.3. I don't really see that that's going to be something that we're going to heal the planet. I mean, it's possible. We just don't know
Mm,
yet, right? So I guess we'll find
mm.
out. Uh okay, so can I move on or no? Are we good?
Hmm.
We good? Okay.
Go.
So new class. Um so Layla says Argus as a world soul was tortured by the Burning Legion for millennia before being commanded to awaken at the request of Sargeras. Right. So but in the or I wonder if she's like quoting stuff off of the website. So again, I don't personally know if we were fighting the spirit in the end of the raid or the physical thing. Was it born? Right. So okay. So moving on, we've got a new
Alex.
class, the Revenge of
Yeah. Alex says
Azeroth.
9.0. Yeah.
I think this coming
Possible.
expansion. Nope,
Mm, could
nope,
be.
nope. I think
It could be coming
this coming expansion will be
10.0.
Wrath of the uh, uh, Banshee Queen. Wrath of the Banshee
It
Queen.
can't. No, it can't be Wrath of the Band. We don't
It
need
can.
another Wrath.
Yeah. Well, see,
No.
that's the only thing I think that it might not be like that word wrath, but Banshee
Mm.
Queen will be in the title of this expansion.
Hmm.
It will be in the title of this coming expansion. Banshee Queen. Can't we just be done with Sylvanas? No, I like Sylvanas. Okay, new class. I think maybe.
Mm.
Sorry, no. I know I'm reading what I wrote. So I wrote,
Oh.
okay, maybe, but I'm saying no. I don't think that we'll get a new class. The rumors are
Mm.
from many people that I've seen that we're gonna get like a tinker class.
Okay.
And LB has actually was saying, he thinks that we're gonna have a necromancer class. I
Okay.
I personally would be worried about that particular class because then I think that they're going to take our army of the dead away from Death Knights and give it to this new class because you know how warlocks had that form, demon form, right?
Mm.
Well, they took that away to give it to the demon hunters when they came out with
Mm.
when they came out
Yeah.
with that class, and I'm like, don't mess with my Death Knight class, please. I'm gonna be happy to be a dwarf again, and but anyway, so I
Yeah.
don't think that there's gonna be a new class. What about you?
Hadn't really thought about class,
No.
but I mean,
Do we need
how
another
much different is a
class?
necromancer to a warlock? Like it's really just what, a
I
combination of a
I
warlock
agree.
and maybe a demon hunter, really?
Well, Death Knight
So
because it's
or
raising
a
the
death
dead.
knight,
Yeah.
like yeah, just uh, yeah. I don't. I mean, I don't. I'm not worried if they do, cool. But if they don't, you know, not going to
So
be sad about it. So
he
yeah.
was saying that like he believes it's that class because they
Mm.
usually add in a class that uh, goes along with the expansion. So if we have a Scourge
Mm.
expansion, well, it would make sense to
Yeah.
have like a new class that could raise the dead. Well, although Death
Yeah.
Knights already can do that, do not take
Mm.
that away. Don't take
But
away
you're
my
going to
pet
lose it.
ghoul. If they take
You're
away my
going to
pet
lose it.
ghoul, I'm gonna be so mad. Like, don't take away my pet
You're
ghoul.
going to be so cranky.
No, oh yeah, oh yeah, I'm gonna be very cranky. Oh yeah. Okay, so the next part, I think that they're gonna have a faction transfer where
Mm.
basically you can pick your race, any race you want, and then you pick your faction. Sort of like how we do now with pandas. Panda will
Mm-hmm.
level from 1 to whatever 10 to 12, right? Ish. And then you pick whichever side you want to go on, right? I believe they're
Right.
going to open that up to all races.
Mm.
I personally
Okay.
feel like that would actually be a good thing because then now we can queue with the other faction into LFG, LFR, all the other stuff, or even LFD, right? Blah blah blah. And it should help with
Mm.
queuing times because it should double the number of people. However, when I think about it, I'm like, well, you're not really. Yes, you're going to uh, increase the amount of people, but I think the ratios are gonna be the same. So maybe it won't help.
Mm.
Uh, and I
Mm.
think there's
Okay.
precedent, sort of, in that we already have a cross faction auction house.
Mm.
So we already have that,
Maybe. Mm.
and it feels like to me that I think they might be ready to not have the factions at each other's uh, throats. It feels like, hey, we're
Mm.
fighting, we're fighting, we're fighting. Oh, let's put everything aside. We got to fight the big bad.
Mm.
Oh, then let's fight
Yeah.
again, fight again, fight again. Oh, let's put everything aside. We got to fight the big bad. Like it's the same thing over and over. So I kind of feel
Well, it
like,
is
so, I mean, it is
World
World of
of
Warcraft.
Warcraft.
I know.
Yeah.
It's not World of Peacecraft. I know, but I don't think you're going to be able to have an
Show
alliance
title
player.
right there. Hang
It's
on. Let me write it down.
it's not the world of Peacecraft. Um, I don't think you're going to be able to go jump on a horde character and go fly to Ironforge and not get killed. I don't think
Mm,
that's going to happen. I think it's just you're going to be able to pick your race. I can go pick a dwarf and I can go make him go horde. And now he is horde. And I think for the
right.
existing characters, I think they're going to have an option to do a quest chain and probably a pretty hefty cost amount because remember,
Mm,
Blizzard can make money off of faction transfers, right? Now, if they built
mm,
something like this
yes.
into the game, they need to be able to have a gold value or time value to be the same ish as how much they would charge for a faction transfer.
Mm,
So I think they can do it. They're just going to make sure that it's the same cost one way or another, right?
yeah.
Um, yeah, I just I'm I feel
Mm,
like it's coming. I feel like it's coming.
mm,
Maybe
okay.
I'm not saying World of Peacecraft. I'm saying you can pick your race, but just
Mm,
because you've picked that race doesn't mean that you must be Horde. I'm saying you will
mm,
get to
yeah.
choose.
Yeah, which is an interesting option. I still would really like them to give the option for regardless that you can play with your friends. So,
Yep.
you know, if you're on your main, like it shouldn't matter because especially if you've got to max, maybe they say, okay, not as you're leveling. Okay, I can understand that to a certain degree.
Mm,
So,
okay.
it could be the reward for getting to max level that you can be like, okay, now we can go run some dungeons, do some raids, do that kind of thing. But it would be nice that when we want to do something together, that
Like you mean like
you
go
can
take
in game,
screenshots, right? Like
in game.
wow, I was talking about screenshots in game. What did you think? Because all of a sudden you're like, whoa, whoa, right? Uh-huh.
No,
Busted.
just that we can that we stop it. Just that we can, that if you want to be on your Dark Iron Death Knight,
Yeah.
and over here I'm on my Undead Warlock, that if we needed to, that we don't have to jump, you don't need to jump over to your Horde turn, I don't need to jump over to my Alliance turn to be able to do stuff.
Hmm.
That's not just with you. I mean, that's with other friends that play other
Whoa.
factions. It,
So it's not just I'm not the only one that you play with? Man, wow. I totally understand what you mean.
yes.
And
So,
it would be nice to be able to not like
mm,
if we were going to do a group together, like to do a
mm,
5 man or something, and
yeah.
I've got to go switch over to your side or you need to switch over to my side and like Lita likes to play with people, let her have her fun. Absolutely.
Thanks, Allie.
I'm not shaming her. I was taken aback because I thought I was the only one. So, yep. Okay, so I would
Mm,
like to have like a mercenary mode or some kind of a
mm,
thing where we can group up and we can go run this
yeah.
stuff, you know? Sure.
Mm,
I think Party Sync was a great thing that they put in, and I think
mm,
that is the first step. And once they've
yeah.
worked out the kinks of that, because I think there's I think they were saying that there's some bugs with quests that might not scale appropriately, but
Yeah.
um
Lila says it's
but those
amazing.
things that yeah,
She loves it.
I completely
Mm,
agree with her. It's
mm.
they needed that.
It's getting closer to them maybe bringing something
And
like that. It just to me it feels like it would be, yeah, okay, sure. Let's have our horde, let's have our alliance, let's have a neutral faction, whatever. Like
ooh,
it's just that
neutral
sometimes,
faction.
I'm always going to be horde. or neutral that you can just be like, well, you know what, I just want to play with my friends. Like
Hmm.
that's it. So it doesn't matter. I like undead. Everyone else is over here playing a night elf. Well, how come I, why do I have to roll a night elf to
Yeah,
go and play with my friend?
yeah,
So,
yeah.
um, just would be nice to have some sort of option, even if it's not necessarily while leveling. Even if it's, you've got to get to a certain point, or I don't know, just be something as whether it's a reward, whether it's an achievement, certain things. I don't know. Just it would be pretty cool to be able to have something like.
Yeah.
So yeah. Hmm.
So I think they are going to announce something like that at BlizzCon.
Okay.
This is pretty big, so it's not like something that would come in like 9.2 or 9.3 or anything like that. This
Mm.
is a huge change, so this has got to be like a 9.0 change kind of thing, you
Mm.
know.
Mm.
So the other, I think the last one I think is going to be announced for World of Warcraft is Level Squish. I mean, I got a
Mm-hmm.
survey on what I thought I would like to see with a level squish and why not and all that stuff, and I filled that out. And I personally think that while they have not formally said, like, they've not made a blue post saying this is the level squish and this is what we're going to
Mm.
do and blah blah blah, like they've not come out with like this full list of what they're going to do. So right now we
Mm.
know that there's a level squish because
Mm.
Ian's kind of talked about it and there's been emails sent out.
Mm.
It's not been formalized. So they could just be like, no, you know what, we're not going to, because maybe the feedback was, oh God, no, please no.
Mm.
But I think what they're
Mm.
going to do is I think they're going to announce it at BlizzCon. I think they're going to have level 60 is our max, plus expansion power.
Mm-hmm.
So as you play through a certain zone, you
Yeah.
will, and doing quests and achievements, I don't know what, but you will get more power in for that zone. So when you go try to
More
farm
power.
more, when God, when you see, it screwed me up, Lord Tundra and Jesus. Um, when you go farm mounts, this is one of the issues that I have. I'm like, please just don't affect my mount
Mm-hmm.
farming, please. Just don't, please, because
Mm-hmm.
there's some mounts I still don't have, and I'm still trying, please, because I
Yeah.
like trying to farm these damn mounts. I don't want to spend a half an hour on one mount attempt.
Mm.
That's just silly. Um,
Yeah.
so I feel like the more that you do, the more power you'll have. And I gotta yell at Bob for a second. Hold on.
Okay. Yeah, like poor Bob. Still yelling at Bob. Excellent. Doesn't quite use dad voice, so that's okay. Nope. And
As soon as I move the chair, he's like,
yeah.
oh, he jumps down. And he's sitting there and he looks at me. Oh, I'm not supposed to be up here? What's up? What what's up? What's up,
Mm.
Bob?
Mm.
So basically it again, you could have 50 power in mists, but only 30
Mm-hmm.
in warlords, right? Because you didn't, do as much there. So it just
Yeah.
depends, right? I feel like
Mm.
that's the way that they're going to go. I don't know if it's
Mm.
the right way, the wrong way. I have no idea, but I feel like
Yeah.
60 is going to be the new max, because I feel like 60 is reachable
Yeah.
and it's got that classic feel to it, right?
Yeah.
I personally don't. I like the level. I do not. I rarely pay for. Actually, I don't even. I've paid for a boost once to help a friend
Mm.
out once.
Okay.
The other boosts that I bought were because of it came with the expansion, right?
Mm.
which I
Yeah.
don't particularly like because I don't want to have a level boost that I don't necessarily want to use. Why am I going to pay more for this boost that, right? I want to have the option to say I want the expansion with no boost. Let me pay less, please.
Yeah.
So I like to level. So I find level 120. Yeah, it's far. It's up there, sure.
Mm.
But you know, I play. I like to level. Some people don't.
Mm.
Wow. What? Okay. What? What is there something behind me? Like what? Like what's going on? All of a
No.
sudden I'm like I said I like to level and you start to smile. What? I like to level.
No. No, I think that there would be I was just thinking actually before. Hang on. I was just thinking before. It would be good if they bought out. You know how you can stop it, Alan.
She's gonna get derailed.
I'm gonna get
And we
derailed.
still
You
have to
talk.
do our where are we in WoW and all that stuff too. Good
I
lord.
know. But I was gonna say, you know what would be really, really cool that with the collector's editions for the next expansion to
Mm,
have that what would you call it? The options that if it's like the digital versions, obviously you've got the you've got the physical and you've got the digital. But how good would it be if you just were able to go, you know what, out of all this stuff, I just want this stuff. And I want to, and
yeah.
that's like $10 or
Yep.
$20.
Yep.
If I want to add, then that becomes another five, another five, another five. But but I want this, like to pick and choose
Absolutely.
because it's
Well,
our account and
that's what
our
they
game and yeah,
that's what they do on
like more.
other platforms, just not Blizzard.
Mm,
Blizzard doesn't do
mm,
that, and I don't really understand
yeah,
why. I mean, they want to
would be
charge a
good.
large amount, and you don't have a choice. And I think if they
Mm,
gave people the choice, I think they might actually sell, like, earn more in
yeah, I think so.
lower value sales. They would make up in volume, right?
I
So
think people want more options nowadays.
yeah, yeah,
So,
yeah,
like fine, then give them the options. What's it gonna cost? It's a digital thing.
yeah.
Like, you know, yeah. Anyway,
It's hard,
interesting. Level squish.
hard.
It's hard.
So
I've got
okay,
one
cool.
one
Go
thing I
for it.
want
Go
to add.
for it.
Okay.
Go. Yep.
So the only thing okay, kind of the only
Uh
thing
oh.
that I would really, really, really love to hear about would be they would finally give me my mobile pet battles so I can do super squat days on my phone.
I mean,
Drop mic. Off I
wow,
go.
wow.
That's it. That's my prediction.
Allie, you and me. Yep. I'm just. I personally think
I
they are gonna come out
yeah,
with a pet battle app on the phone.
would be good.
I do. I didn't write it down, but I completely agree with you. I like
That's what I want.
like I well, I know that you're saying that's what you want, but do you think that's
Yeah.
what they're going to announce?
I don't I yeah, definitely. Because I
So
don't
they're not.
care. I want it.
Do most WoW players even have a phone? Wow. Wow. Yeah. Can you imagine if they led off with that, right?
That would
Can you imagine that?
no.
I mean, it would be funny because they would own what happened last year, right? So
Mm,
I think that would be a good thing. And owning that kind of oops kind of deal, how it kind of
yeah,
opened up anyway. So
yeah,
uh
yeah.
no,
Anyway,
I think
we'll
that
see.
they are going to have a pet battle app for your phone. I
Yeah.
don't think it's going to be
I'd
like
like an Arky one too.
I don't think it's going to be
I'd
like
like an
Pokemon.
Arky one.
No, you're not I don't think that you're going to be able to go around and um
Dig. You could.
No,
it'd be like,
you're
okay,
not
put
going
her
to
over
be able to go
here and
around in
dig.
World of Warcraft on your phone. I feel if you do a mobile app like that, you are going to be just trying to level up your pets, um, possibly
Mm.
getting pet rewards
Because
and
I don't care
fighting
about PvP
tamers.
battles.
No, no,
Don't
no.
care about that.
Well, you could probably do that too, but you're not going to be able
To
to
the tables.
say, "Hey, I'm going to use my phone and I'm going to fly from Org over to
Yeah, no.
Northern Barrens and go find that pet that's
Yeah.
around." No, no, no.
Mm.
Because how much? I mean, yeah, I know phones can do a lot, but holy crap, I don't think it can do
Yeah.
that much. Um,
No.
I,
No, and the
I
same thing. If you're in game, you shouldn't be on, don't allow for you to do pet battles on your phone while you're flying around. I don't think that's fair.
Right.
However, when I'm on lunch
Yeah.
and I've got, I've had my lunch and I'm like, oh, what can I do? Let's do pet battles. That would be
Hearthstone.
good. No,
Actually, then I
no,
would never play that game. I'd actually go play World of Warcraft pet battles. So
exactly. Because you're
yeah,
like, yeah, anyway.
yeah.
All right.
Super Squirt
Well, we will
Day.
see in
Jeebus.
week and a bit's time.
In a
We will
week,
find out.
this stuff will be announced on that day. Like a week from now,
Mm.
we will know for sure.
Yeah.
For sure.
Yeah.
Do most. I'm still looking at
Anyway.
Layla's. Okay. Let's
All
do
right, weeks.
your month in WoW.
I've done so much.
I
I've
know
been so busy.
that's why I want
Huge.
you to do yours because I've been doing a lot of talking. So
Okay. All right. I can do some talking. Sure. All right. So I've been super, super busy in WoW.
mhm.
This is what I've done on my normal tune, my runs. Yep, got nothing. That's what I've got.
For the headless horseman.
Already got headless horseman, so
Oh,
it
okay. So
doesn't matter.
what are you trying to get?
Mount runs, Pandaria,
Oh, the world boss.
Warlords.
Freaking
Yeah,
world
the usual,
bosses.
like just the usual, like ICC,
Yeah.
Demu office. Anyway, yeah, no luck, nothing. You get that. I have been doing archaeology though. I spent quite a few days doing that the other week. So I was doing that Mantad strat,
Yep.
which was pretty good.
Yeah.
Yeah, I actually forgot how good that was. So when I saw you streaming it, I was like,
Yeah.
oh my God, I need to go do that.
Yeah.
So that's what I ended up doing for I think like 3 days straight. Just go archaeology. I got a fair bit of done in Pandaria, which was good.
Okay, that's good.
Because I'm still trying to
You're
get
still
through
working
them.
on the
But there's still
achievements out there.
so many.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know how
They
many
went
freaking
crazy on the
people.
achievements over there. Yeah.
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 And Warlords is the same.
No.
Warlords
No way.
it's very
No.
similar. Yeah, it is similar. They're still
Panda
horrible. And I'm
Land
like, oh, was the
was
worst.
supercharged. Okay, like they
Yeah.
went over the
Mm.
top.
Yes.
Warlords, I actually got done first. Like
No, well, I haven't.
what the hell?
I gotta do it in order. So
What?
it annoys me. So
What?
anyway,
I
gotta
okay.
do it in order. I like to finish, like, get the Pandaria archaeology done because I'm still trying to do that,
Okay.
6 years later? Then I'll work on, that. But I did do some of BFA archaeology too. And then I'm like, oh, go back to Pandora.
Yeah.
So
I need to she likes wow. I just Arky. I
I was gonna say,
oh my god. Okay.
thanks, Ellie.
Yep. Yep.
That's for Ellie. So yeah, that's pretty much the normal stuff. Because I've kind of been busy doing challenge too.
Right.
So yeah.
So I've been the opposite, right?
Yeah.
I did one challenge tune over the last month or so, and it was my pacifist because I'm probably not going to be on anytime soon. I think the next time I'm coming on podcast is like December. So I did my pacifist, and I got 50 buckets. And this time last year, I actually died, right? I died to the elite dragon in Badlands,
Yes.
going for a
Yes.
bucket that I probably shouldn't
Because you were
have.
sneaking.
I was sneaking
Mm.
around and I snuck right
Mm-hmm.
through the dragon's path. How stupid was that?
Yes.
Very stupid.
Yes.
It
I
was very
remember that.
stupid. So
Mm-hmm.
this time
Mm-hmm.
around, I didn't make that mistake, but I got them all done. It was good. Um,
Nice.
but I've
Okay.
been
I
focused
got
on
nearly
other
2
stuff.
levels on my passy.
I got. I don't know actually.
Yeah, but I'm at 96 now.
Oh, okay, okay. Because I
Mm.
thought I had more, but yeah, I
Mm.
think it has more of an impact at lower levels than it does at higher, right? So
Yeah.
so maybe that's why.
No, I think I was still getting like
Hmm.
7,300 or something for the candy buckets on the big girl. So
I I want to say I got
it's
3 or 4 levels, but I'm not 100% sure at all. I'm not
yeah.
certain. Um,
Mm.
so I've been leveling. I got my Mechanome rep done
Mm-hmm.
because I wanted to get
Nice.
that done. So that's just done. I only did World Quest. I didn't do the PvP stuff. I don't care about that. I didn't do the PvP. Not that. It was the I didn't do
Mm.
the Mechagon dungeon. I didn't even bother with it. I just did the World Quest. Easy. It's
Mm-hmm.
done. And I'm working on
Yeah.
Volpera rep. I'm about 8,000 into
Mm-hmm.
Revered, and also just doing World Quest. I'm not even buying the like that inscription buff to give you 10 rep for every world
Oh,
quest.
the contract.
Yes,
Yeah.
I'm not bothering with that. I'm just
Yeah.
go because this race is going to come out in January or no December.
Yeah.
So I have time. I
But
have
you can
time.
go and get the 2 hour Hallows End buff
Yes,
for doing
absolutely,
the
and you get
Wicker
10%. Absolutely, I have been doing that.
Man. Mm. So
Yeah.
use that because
Yep.
that's 2 hours.
Yep. Yep.
So mm.
And so that's that. Archaeology. Okay, so it reminded me to talk about it. So I
Mm.
finished my archaeology in Battle for Azeroth. So that's done.
Mm-hmm.
Um,
Nice.
and the pristine scepter thing still didn't work. Like not the pristine scepter, but the scepter of blah blah blah. To give me the mount from Tolvir. I still couldn't get this damn thing to drop. So we did the manted
Oh.
thing,
Yep.
and that's where
Mm.
dreamed it, and I
Mm.
did it over and over and over. I'm like, oh
Mm-hmm.
my god, it
Mm-hmm.
was driving me nuts, and it wouldn't spawn. And
Yeah.
finally, it spawned, but Rarity didn't come up with a thing saying, "Hey, you got it. It spawned." I thought I saw it spawn, and then when I looked again, I did a double take. It showed a common piece. I'm like, what? Hold on, what's going on here? What's going on? So there
Right.
is an issue with Elv UI showing the
Oh.
incorrect piece.
Yeah.
And when I went back into, so I closed Archie and I went back
Yep.
into the profession, and sure enough, it's there. I'm like, okay, okay. And then if I moused over something else, it changed it back to the common one. So I was like, okay,
Mm.
it's there. It's
Mm.
it's there. So we finally did one more manted run, and I got enough pieces
Mm-hmm.
to finally get this mount, and now I'm done. I'm done. I'm done. Done.
Yay. Nice.
Our Arky is done unless they start to add
Yep.
more mounts. There are
Yep.
I did get another pet from Battle for Azeroth from the Horde side, but I'm just
Yep.
just for now, Arky, I'm done with it.
Yeah.
I'm finished, right? So man, mounts have been dropping for me. I don't know what the deal is, but Ruckmar, I got that one. That's a 1 in 500 chance, so it's not as bad
How?
as because it's not as bad as the
How?
Shaw, which is like 1 in 2,000. It's insane.
Mm.
Um, I got Mr. Sazine. That's a 1 in 300 chance. It's a LFR. It's the Naga Queen from
Oh, okay.
Tomb of Sargeras. It can drop from
Yeah.
LFR or higher, so I just run in on the lower and just go.
Mhm.
And it dropped the other day. It dropped this week, I think.
Nice. Well done.
However, BlackRock Foundry continues to elude me. I'm at 169 attempts on a 1 in
Which
100
one's that one?
chance. It's a
Which mount?
no, it's a Iron Hoof Destroyer or something like that. I don't know. It's his
Okay.
mount, and he's not
Mhm.
dropping it. And I made a post on
Eh.
Warcraft forums about what is the rolling method. Is it a one in? So is it one roll in 100 and you have a 1% chance, or do you get 20 rolls in order to hit that 1 in 2,000 chance? Because they did say back in January of this year,
Mm.
that they fixed the issue where your chance scaled with the amount of people in your raid. So if you were doing a mythic
Right.
raid
Yes.
and it's only you, well, you only have a 1 in 2,000 chance, so have fun with that. So they said they fixed that, and
Mm.
now Rarity reports that it's a 1 in 100 chance. So does that mean that
Mm.
Rarity has confirmed that the rolling method has been changed? Or is it Blizzard is just giving us 20 rolls because 20 man, right? Or 20
Yeah.
person in Mythic is the max, right? So
Mm.
20
Okay.
rolls at 2,000, which, so I did some testing, I ran some scripts, and in the long
Mm.
run, it works out the same. Okay. So
Okay.
that's fine. But in short term, they are two significantly different things.
Mm.
I would much rather have one roll in 100 I'd rather have one roll to get 1 in 100 versus 20 rolls to get 1 in
Mm.
2,000. Because
Mm.
I'm not sitting here trying to do 1,000 and 2,000 and 3,000 attempts. That's when
Mm.
it starts getting a little bit more better for each other.
Mm.
Um, Short term, it's not good. And the
Yeah.
people on the replies on my post were like, "What's it to you? What does it matter?" And I'm like, you know what? If they had read my post, they would know why,
Mm.
right? Why? You know? Stone isn't sitting there trying to be like me and Deathwing. Listen, Layla, I'm not. You know what? This is not about me and you. Okay, this is not about you and your attempts on Blazing Drake. Okay, absolutely not. Okay, but I'm getting pissed off because this damn thing should have dropped already. And I've got many
Mhm.
characters that have done the skip, and we're running through them all in one streaming session, and
Yeah.
we're not getting anything, and it's frustrating as hell. So I just want to
RNGesus, baby.
know, like
Mm.
I just want to know what the method is, and
Mm.
what's it to me is I want to know. The same reason
Well.
people were like, "Hey, why is this guy blue?" Well, what's it to you? I just want to know because this is how people think. Like we want to find out about stuff. What the hell?
Mm.
If and the people replying that are not gonna help out, don't reply. You're not helping. Get the hell out of here.
Well.
It like just it. I should not have posted, and I told myself
Yep.
do not read the replies unless it's a blue. Do not read the replies unless it's a blue. And
Mhm.
I still
Yeah.
went in and I read the replies. And I'm like,
Every single one.
Stone, you
Uh.
dumbass, So that's on me, right?
Yep.
Well,
That's
yeah,
true.
yeah.
Mm. People
Um,
on the internet are bots. Yes.
Absolutely.
Absolutely, Layla.
The
Mhm.
other thing that I want
Mhm.
to say with mount runs is that I'm leveling my alts up, right? So I'm not running any character
Yeah.
that's 120 because I don't care. I have everything that I need, all the toys, all the
Mm.
mounts, everything. So I'm leveling alts up
Yeah.
and that's it. I've got 3
Yep.
characters I run that could have a chance at the Headless Horseman mount. per day
Mm-hmm.
because they were like level 110, right?
Mm.
I had the headless horseman drop today for one of those mounts, for one of those alts, and I only ran it 23 times this year on those tunes.
Do
23,
not
and
tell
it's
Chris.
yeah, and I know people are
She
trying to
will
get this damn
cry.
thing, and I would
Mm-hmm.
love to be able to gift it to a person, like I've got it.
I know.
What do I need it again for, right?
Yeah.
Maybe just don't
I
have
think
it
it'd be
drop
nice to
again.
gift to someone in the party. Like, to me, it's
Yes,
like, oh, well, I got it. Hang
sure,
on.
sure,
Stay in the party.
sure.
Who doesn't have this?
Yeah,
Roll.
yeah,
I'll give it to whoever
yeah,
gets the highest roll. Like,
yeah,
to me, that, like, just send
yeah,
some love out there.
yeah. I
Be
would totally
nice.
do that. Yep.
Mm.
I mean,
Yeah.
I was thinking, you know what? Like, if you couldn't gift it, then make it bind on, I don't know, use or something, so that you can at
Mm.
least throw it on the auction house. So
Mm.
at least somebody that's got the gold and wants to spend it can spend it, and they can get this damn mount. I mean, I
Mm.
personally would gift it to certain people that I know for free because I
Yeah.
know that they're trying to like. This is the third time it's dropped. I like what the hell. Layla is looking for the blazing drake. That damn thing, it's dropped for me 4 times. The first time, yeah, I need it. The other 3, I don't need it. What why can't I gift it
Mm.
to her? Right?
Mm.
Just let me help
Mm.
people. I mean, it does me no good
Mhm.
to just sit there and
Yeah.
delete it, right? Let me
Yeah.
gift it to a person that I know wants it. Please.
Yeah.
Please, Blizzard.
Can I just say, Layla,
Sure.
if you've got any complaints, Stone will be at BlizzCon next week. You can go and personally smack him
Is
if you
Layla
would
going?
like to. There we go. I don't know. I'm just
I
saying. But
I
if
don't think
she
she's
wants to,
going.
like,
Oh, I
if she
don't.
wants to, she might
Why?
want to smack you
Why? No,
because she's had it
cause
dropped
she
four
but
times.
she knows though, right? And she knows, and as much as I feel like it kind of bugs her a little bit, I try to put
Mm.
across a point where I'm not saying it to piss her off. I'm saying it like I want to help her. And it's not just
Mm.
her too. It's like I want to, if I've got this damn thing, okay, I know I'm gonna move on, because you're like she's playing around in the show notes, like let's go. I want to help people, man. Anyways,
Yes. I know, you're a
uh,
helper.
so BlizzCon, I was not going, and I was
You
not
weren't.
going. Nope, I was
Mm.
100% not going, and some stuff
Mm.
happened, and Toasty was able to offer up his room so we could keep the cost down. I found a cheap flight, and Carrie,
Mm-hmm.
the boss, gave me the thumbs up to go for 2 days. So I'm going
Mm-hmm.
from Friday to Sunday, Friday
Mm-hmm.
noon to just after Sunday noon, roughly. And because of daylight savings,
Nice.
works out to about 53 and a half hours.
Okay.
I've counted the amount of hours from landing to leaving the hotel.
Yeah.
So I hope I'll
Very cool.
see. I've got a list of people. I'm like, okay, I only have a certain amount of time. I need to meet these
Yeah.
people because
Mm.
like they're like people like people that I meet every year. But
Stick
yeah,
yourself
but
in
I
one
need
place and tell
well,
everyone to come to you.
no, because not
That's
everyone's
what.
gonna come to me. Like like really, really. So I've got to go track
Your
everyone
friends
else
will.
down, right? Well, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't have lots of friends, so I have to track people down, right? So,
Yeah.
and then I'm trying to work on Allie to get her to join our guild and all that stuff too. So that's a whole nother thing too that we're trying
Resist,
to.
Ali.
No,
Resist.
no, no, no. So we're trying to get her into our guild. So we managed to get her into our dinner too, or at least I said she's my +1 and +2 because I invited her
Oh,
and
so
her
she's
husband.
welcome to go to your dinner. Oh, I gotcha.
Well, our guild is
Oh, I gotcha.
alliance. Our guild is alliance. You
Mm-hmm.
are horde. And again, like last year, I said I was under the understanding It was guild only. And because we're trying to get Allie into the guild, that's okay, but you're not in the guilds. But then at the dinner, they're all like, "Oh, why didn't you invite you?" I'm like, well, you told me it's guild only." And they're like, "No, we said it was okay." I'm like, yeah. So,
It's fine.
yep.
I'm not bitter about it. It's
Well, that's okay. You can be bitter about that, and I can be jealous about the other thing. So, I'm very jealous of
yeah.
you right now. I'm very, very jealous. So, okay. Very
Where in
jealous.
the world?
Where in the world? Where in the world of Warcraft are we? Okay,
Yes.
let me show the one that we
Yes.
had from last week. Last
Mm-hmm.
episode. All right, is this the right
Yes.
one? September. Yes. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so this is the one. Do you want to read these? My mouth is tired.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right. So we got a couple of responses. Did they come in that order? I didn't
No,
think so. I thought
no. I wanted to put these two first and then have Layla's last.
okay, all right. So the first one came from TitansCreed, says looks like the Badlands, Kargarth presuming classic, as new Kargarth is ruined in retail. So that was from TitansCreed.
Hmm.
Uh
No,
then
no, wrong.
thanks, Layla. Then Ganon 360 had also said Duatar in one of the barracks near the front gate. But if you want specifics, the barracks where Fang and Anduin meet before the end of the war campaign. However, I think our best response and really was the first correct response, wasn't it?
Yes.
Really was that the lovely Layla tweeted us with
Mhm.
this tweet saying, I'm just going to go ahead and leave this right here with a smile and a wave. And sure enough,
Oh, God damn.
had attached
Hold on. Hold on.
a photo.
Wait. I'm,
Quick.
I'm trying.
I'm trying to string it out.
Okay. Go. Bam.
And Layla is there. There she is.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
So she got
Nailed
the
it.
screenshot. Here, let me switch back
Mhm.
and forth between. Oh, well, that. Yeah, okay. All right. So pretty
Yeah.
close to the same screenshot, but she's standing.
Yeah.
She's in front of the thing where we're
That's
behind.
fine. It
Okay.
stopped
Are
picking
are
you.
are you sure? Are you sure that's fine?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. I am
I
completely fine.
I
Awesome.
personally
Well done,
really
Layla.
love that she does that and doesn't say where it is,
Yep.
because then other people can't be like, "Oh yeah, it's over here too." Yeah,
Yeah.
because they're looking at hers at hers, right?
Mm.
So
Yeah. She's just like, hi, look where I am. And it's
so
just like, yes, she got it. Yes.
well, I mean, we
Excellent.
kind of already know she's gonna get it. So
You did well. You did well, sweetie.
absolutely.
Loved you for it.
I think your max camera
Now.
zoom is set greater than. Oh, okay.
Mm-hmm. That's
Okay.
okay. That's fine. You nailed
Yeah.
it, Layla. It's ignore Stone. It's fine.
What? No.
New one. Ready? Give it. Give
Yeah.
it a new
So
one.
Layla and Ganon were both correct. In front of the
Mm-hmm.
gate. Layla, keep doing what you're doing, because I really like what
Yeah.
you're doing.
That was awesome.
So the next one is, I'm going to show it for about 2 seconds, and a 1,000, a 1,000. So there you go. Yay. So yeah, have fun. It shouldn't be too
Have fun.
difficult for certain people.
Mm.
Other people might, they might not know where we
Yeah.
are, and go have fun.
Yeah.
Go explore World of
Go have
Warcraft.
fun. See what you can come up with.
Let's make this a little bit more clearer in that this is not in Classic. Maybe we should make that
Yes.
distinction, because with TitansCreed, he was saying presuming Classic, right?
Mm.
So yeah, we are not doing Classic. This picture is
No.
in retail. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
So,
At this stage, everything's in retail. Just there's too much to do in retail.
Absolutely.
So
Yeah.
we would, I think if
Not
we did
knocking
something
classic. It's
classic,
just, yeah.
yeah,
I think if we, I think for the photos or the screenshots, we should definitely say which one that they're in. I mean, I'm not going to
yeah,
exclude that we could possibly be in classic, but we will tell you, right?
mm,
You know, so
mm,
all right. So go ahead and finish
nice.
us off. Yeah. What
Okay,
you
we
didn't
had
think
nothing
that
else
that
to
was a
do.
thing? Come on,
No,
come on, come on, man.
whatever. Thank you. Anyway, I'm just like, hi, welcome.
Come on, come
Oh,
on.
I'm just, I just think the better of everyone. So
As soon as I saw
maybe
the
we should
first
just,
thing, it was just like, yeah. What? And then when I
no.
saw you typing, I'm like, why are you typing? Come
I'm
on.
just like,
I'm like, it's
just be nice. I'm
obvious.
a nice person.
No.
That's
Well,
why. I'm
I
just
am
like,
not.
hi, welcome.
I am
I
not.
know.
No, I am terrible. No
It's okay.
spam here.
Anyway,
Spam bad. I was waiting for this. See? Go ahead and finish us
let's
off.
correct it.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yeah,
Go ahead and
yeah,
finish us
that's it.
off.
All right. So if you want to
Yikes.
find out where we are, go
Yikes.
check out adventuresinhazaroth.com. If you would like
Yikes.
to send an email, please send through any emails to podcast@adventuresinhazaroth.com. And Twitter is at ADVAzaroth. Don't forget, Twitch is twitch.tv/ADVAzaroth. Stone, where can we find you?
Sorry, I was changing the. Okay, so it's only for followers. Okay, so that will help a little bit with that. Okay,
Oh, nice.
so you can find me on Twitter at STONEGRASP, and I also have a website with a .com for that. So everything's just there. I'm, everything's there. So
Yeah,
if you go to my
.com
Twitter,
for that.
there's a .com for that, and I post
That's another
stuff
good
and
show title.
no,
Yeah.
no. This is not the world of Peacecraft. That's
It's a
absolutely
good.
the title of the show.
Mm,
This is not the world
that
of
is a
Peacecraft.
good. That is yes,
Yeah.
yes, exactly.
All right.
Okay, so where you can find me, don't forget, on Twitter at Leta Wow, which is LEETAWOW, as well as Wow Challenges podcast, and that's pretty much it. Because behind the avatar.
Oh, what? No,
Yeah,
don't say that.
yeah.
No,
Well, we
no.
have to make some decisions, but anyway.
Wow.
Don't forget why. What were you gonna
Well,
say?
I was gonna say there's
Because I'm
actually
gonna go.
something.
Thanks.
Right. Yeah, I know. So there's actually we're gonna be making something, I think, in the new year for the new year. Very excited. Um, I don't want to say what, but very excited. It's very exciting. Very excited.
I have no idea what the hell you're talking about. Do I
I
know?
know. Nope. Nope.
Don't. Don't. Okay.
It
I
is
have
not
no idea
related
what
to
you're
World
talking
of
about.
Warcraft, and it is not a podcast. Very happy. Very
Okay.
excited. We don't
Okay.
know an exact
That's
date,
fine.
but January this coming year, or this next January coming. This January coming.
Can you not give stop it?
Yes.
It's like we're not even in November. Oh, freaking hell.
Yes.
Honestly.
Yes.
Stop it. Anyway, thank you to everyone for all your shit. Thank you for everyone for the likes
Beep.
and retweets.
Oh, you did it. Okay. Okay.
Hey, you said worse before, so I'm
On
just
the
going
show?
with it.
No, I didn't say
Yeah,
worse.
before. Yeah, just
What?
earlier.
Hell?
I'm not saying it again, so you gotta beat me twice.
I have not
Stop
said
it, we're
worse on this
wrapping up.
show.
You
I have
did
not said
before.
on this show right now. On this show that we're recording right now.
Yes. Earlier.
What did I say? Okay, you need to go type it into chat. Okay, finish
You
it up and then
said-
you'll tell me after because
I will
no
tell
way.
you after it. Yes. Okay. Thanks for all the likes and the retweets. Don't forget that you can find the show on Spotify, iTunes, Stitcher Radio, and Google Play. Other than that, everyone have a good week. Go
Bob.
BlizzCon.
Mm.
Bye, Bob.
Uh,
Bye, Bob.
right. Bye.
On Twitter.
Twitter soon.
Ish.
Adventures in Azeroth is a World of Warcraft gaming podcast produced by Stone and Lita. Copyright
2019.
AdventuresInAzeroth.com. Portions of this podcast belong entirely to Blizzard Entertainment. The music used for this show belongs to Kevin MacLeod, and you can find more of his great stuff at incompetech.com. No copyright infringement is intended.
Yeah, and I know our mics were not muted for that. I still 2019. I can't wait to record the next one. 2020, or is it going to be 2020? I don't know.
Oh, jeez.
Is it going to be 2020 or is it going to be 2020? I don't know. Okay.
Okay, it's not
So-
the world of Peacecraft.
Where did I swear in this episode that we recorded right now?
You said pissed before. I was so pissed, you said.
Is that a swear
Earlier.
word?
Yeah.
Is that a swear word?
It's on the same level of shit.
No. No way. No way.
Yes. Yes.
No. No. No.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
No way. See? Exactly. No way.
How
Not
is
even
that not on the same
not
level?
even close. Not even close. Not even
It's
close.
just below shit.
Yeah. Not even
There's the
close.
joke title.
Okay.
Oh.
I don't. Oh man, it's like right at the end.
See,
So where
to me,
was it too?
It must be an Aussie thing. To me, shit is not that bad. Pissed is worst. Anyway, I think maybe it's a cultural thing, Stone.
Oh, really?
every
Like
single time.
some Aussies use the C word, which is vulgar and dirty. Dirty.
I don't like.
I said some. I didn't
But-
say all.
Yeah, I know.
I said some.
No, I know. And I don't like this.
Qualified my
Mm.
thing. So
But I know I've got friends who use it quite regularly, and I
really,
just, yeah. I'm like,
Yikes.
don't say that word.
yikes.
Don't like it. Yeah.
So what are we
Yes.
now going to be a like swearing show or what? Because I don't want to edit this thing again.
It's fine.
I mean, worst
Whatever.
thing that can happen is that if we don't bleep it and then somebody on iTunes is like, "Oh, there was a swear word right at the end," or "Oh, I'm offended at pissed." And then Apple is going to be like, "Get your podcast off of
Well, maybe
here."
we just change it. Maybe it's easier just to change it.
So Bell broke
the-
WoW challenges, and you broke us. Okay. Or in both cases, I just didn't want to. I'm just being lazy, and I don't want to edit it out.
That's the main reason, absolutely. But that's fine.
Bell's show was 3 hours long, and there was a lot of swearing in there. I was not going through that. This one's not as bad. It's only an
no.
hour. It's only an hour and a half, and it's right
Mm.
at the end. And it's one word. I am
Yeah.
not bleeping pissed. I am not bleeping that. That is not a swear word.
Well,
There's
then
no
just
way in
change it.
hell.
We'll change us. That's fine. Yeah. It's all good.
All right.
Say bye to the chat room.
Pissed is the same.
Thanks, guys.
shit.
For...
Get out of here. Get the hell out of here. Well, you can go. I'm just gonna go like this. Hi, everybody. This is how we're gonna record 2020.
You'll do it however you want to do it anyway.
So, oops, nope, this one. No, we're not doing the intro again. But yeah. So anybody at BlizzCon, I think in the chat, I think is the only person that I know that's going is Allie. I'll see you in like about a week or so. Everyone else, have a great
Have
week.
fun.
Have fun. Enjoy BlizzCon weekend, and good luck on your mounts. And Layla, I swear, please get that damn mount. Please, please, please.
Got everything crossed for you, Leila.
Wow, she's crossed everything. Oh, well, I heard something. She's probably,
Yeah, no, that was my.
Yep. Yeah, that was her
Thank you.
feet as she was crossing other stuff. So, yikes.
Yes, exactly. I
Yikes.
crossed everything. I told you.
Yikes. Okay. All right. See y'all later.
Yeah.
Take care. Be good.
Bye, guys.
Peace out.